Welcome back to the Barbecue Lab. I'm David Gafford, and I'm really excited to have Pitmaster Jason Shawver here today, who's going to teach us his competition rib recipe. So I get to get on the other side of the camera today, and we're going to let Jason take it away and teach us how to do competition ribs.
So what we're going to do today is take one slab of ribs. We're going to prep them from competition style. Now for me personally, I usually don't do any trimming of the ends. For me, it's kind of like I'm going to eat these anyway, so why waste a little bit of meat? What we'll do first, we'll get her opened up. We'll get it dried off really well. We'll pull the membrane off the back. We'll apply our binder, which is a combination of ranch dressing and mustard. We'll liberally apply our TheBarbecueLab base compound rub that we use for competitions. Then we'll get this joker on the smoke. So now we've got our rib seasoned, ready to go, so let's get it on the grill. So we're ready to put it on the smoker now. We're gonna put it on, we're gonna let it run for about 2 hours. Between 275 and 300 is our magic number, and then we'll check it after a couple hours. Let's get it going. We're at our 2-hour mark. We're getting ready to wrap our competition ribs. We want to scrap it out of the grill real quick, and we'll lay it out here and wrap it up. Starting to see a little bit of pullback from the meat. We're just going to wrap it up. We're going to double wrap it in foil, and what this will do will help put a barrier and help steam it. We're not really going to get any more smoke or flavor from the smoke here, so we're going to steam them to help finish breaking this up. We're going to wrap, we'll double wrap it up, put it back on for another 2 hours. All right, we're ready to go back on. All right, so we've got our 2 hours wrapped in now, so we're going to pull our competition rib off. We're going to let it rest for an hour in a dry cooler, and we'll be ready to check it out.
All right, we pulled this rack of ribs out of the cooler after resting for about an hour, and we're excited to see what all's in here and learn how Jason does his competition ribs. So you've gotten to see the process so far. Now let's see what happens when it gets to the point where he's ready to cut them before he puts them into his box. So Jason, we've got these things ready. So what is it primarily that we're going to be looking for in this rib now that it's actually rested for an hour? We let it rest because why?
We want to let it rest because we let it put in the, kind of like what we mentioned earlier, you're letting the steam finish breaking the rib down without taking it on the heat and graying out the bones. You want the bones to be as white as possible, which is what one of the things we'll be looking for. You also want to let it break down the rest of any of the membranes that hold the meat to the bone. So let's just see what we've got here. That's a pretty rib. You see here we still got quite a bit of juice. And remember, we did not spray this with anything. This was dry. We did not spritz anywhere during the process. with here. You can see here, we've got some pullback, some nice pullback off of it. And you can see here that it's easily starting to pull apart. In fact, there's your bone. And you see that you're looking here, if you notice, the bone is starting to get a little bit of a gray to it, but it's still more of a white than what you get here on the end, which means to me, we pulled this at about the right time. Dave, you wanna try a bite?
Oh yeah, count me in. I love that your rub has that kick of heat, but it also has that little hint of sweet to it. I've always called this rub a 3-stage rub. And I love that I'm getting the stages of it. I've got the sweet, I've got the salt, I've got the heat.
Right.
I love that.
And that's what you want is, your flavor profile. With one of the things that I've learned judges like looking for is they want that flavor profile. They don't want to put it in their mouth and feel like they're eating liquid candy, but they also don't want to put it in their mouth and not be able to feel their tongue for an hour and a half because you've got way too much heat. So I think we've got a really good product here.
Yeah, I love it. So here's the deal. If you've yet to create ribs at home because you're saying, man, I'm just not sure how to do it, or I'm not sure what the process would be, give this a try. We didn't do anything crazy complex here to be able to learn Jason's recipe. So Jason, walk them through it one more time, front to back, what it is that you would do to make this rib.
Yeah, so as we showed in the video, pull your membrane off, dry it off really good, pull the membrane, rub it down with a mustard. With this one, we used a mustard ranch mix to kind of as a binding agent for the rub. Liberally rub it, put it on the grill, cook it for about 2 hours at between 275 and 300. Wrap it for 2 hours and then pull it off and let it set in a cooler for about an hour to let it rest. You can do this at home. So if you like what you've seen here, subscribe to our channel. If you know somebody else that would love to see this type of recipe and this type of video, share it with them. We love meeting new friends and we love trying to help you win your weekend. Till the next time, thanks for tuning in to the Barbecue Lab.